Hey guys, welcome back to Loft Sports. It's Tyler. First half reaction video, USC and Notre Dame. Irish going into the locker room with a 17-3 lead. Actually feeling pretty good. This game so far has been a little bit actually better than I thought it was going to be. We get the ball first like we always do and go right down the field and should have came up with points. Austin drops that pass inside the 5-yard line, would have given us a 1st and goal. And then, of course, Dorr comes out and can't make a 20-yard field goal. The kid makes 40 and 50-yard game winners all day long, and for some reason, when you put him inside of 40 yards, he loses his mind. I don't understand it. Maybe somebody in the comment section can tell me what's going on with that. Kid's ice water in his veins, or if it's 50 yards plus, he's money. Anything less than that, it's just apparently not up to his standards, and it's a 50-50 shot. So get no points on the first series. Defense comes out, stuffs them, 3 and out, gets the ball right back. Offense drives right back down the field. This time, punches it in the end zone. Jack Cohn looks good so far. I like the up-tempo offense, throwing a little bit something at them that they probably haven't seen and haven't prepared much for. A lot less of this huddling up, waiting on the play clock. Get up, run a play, catch them off guard. Caught USC substituting a few times, and they weren't ready for the snap, weren't lined up properly. So I like the change of pace. And then, of course, defense, they get the ball at 7-0. They drive all the way down inside the 10-yard line. We get the huge pick, run it back to the 4. And, of course, the offense comes out and runs it up the middle. No gain. Tries a reverse, which you should never try a jet sweep from inside your opponent's 5-yard line anyway. That just tells me you're not physical enough to line up and beat them. You're trying to outflank them. And that's the one thing USC has is perimeter speed. They're undersized up front. They're a soft Pac-12 defense, and we can't push them off the ball, which you knew that was the case when we couldn't push Toledo off the ball or anybody else that we've played up until this point. But anyway, then we throw a fade in the corner on 3rd down and have to settle for a field goal. It should have been 14-0. It's 10-0. They end up getting a field goal. We did score again there last time we had the ball. And then piss poor coaching by USC at the end of the half. Run themselves out of time. Could have had a field goal. Maybe felt a little better going into the half down by 11. Now they're down by 14. They do get the ball coming out in the second half. So my thoughts, the defense is playing really well. I don't understand why Drake London is not being double-teamed. He is all USC has. I think of the 13 or 14 completions that Keaton Slovis has, 12 of them have gone to London. He's already over 100 yards. He was well over 100 yards midway through the second quarter. Not really sure why Notre Dame is letting one guy beat them, but I guess he's not beating us because they have 3 points. So maybe Marcus Freeman has said, hey, you can throw it to London all day long. When you get inside the 20-yard line, we're going to double team him, and we're going to make somebody else beat him. We're getting good pressure. We got pressure on the first drive with 3. We had Foskey had a sack fumble there. We almost recovered on their field goal drive. So I like the defense. I'd like to see a little more 4- and 5-man fronts in some sequences. We had a 2nd and 2 there where we gave them an 8-yard run. Everybody and their mother knows they're running it, and we line up with a 3-man front. Playing a lot of passing defense, it looks like. We're not concerned with them running the ball. And even with the 3-down man front, we're actually holding our own against the run game. So I like the defense, getting pressure, forcing turnovers, forcing the issue, forcing 3rd and long. USC's gotten themselves in a couple of precarious situations with penalties. Defense playing well. I like Marcus Freeman. I think he's adjusting very well after a first couple of weeks were a little iffy. Offensively, we're moving the ball. The running game is there a little bit. Kyron's had a few nice runs. He's running hard tonight. I like that we're giving Diggs some opportunities, but I don't understand why we put him in down inside the 5-yard line after the big pick. Put Kyron in. Let's run the damn ball. Let's get it in the end zone. I do want to give Diggs some opportunities. I like it when I see these young guys that were highly recruited playing early. I know we want to get him a touchdown in a big rivalry game when there's a lot of recruits there. I know what Kelly's doing. He's putting them in there because there's an enormous amount of recruits at the game. They showed the sideline before the game. He's trying to get a young guy a touchdown in front of all these recruits to make it seem like, hey, you're going to get some time in these big games. early in your career to make it worthwhile coming here. Playing chess from BK, don't hate it, but let's get the touchdown there. That's embarrassing. Can't get 4 yards against a soft USC Pac-12 defense. Just got to be better on offense there. I like mixing Buckner in, but I think we should mix Buckner in more in the red zone. Let me know what you guys think there. Cone just is not a threat to run. He has zero ability to run the ball, and there's been times like on that third down play inside the 4-yard line, USC basically rushed 3 people and then backed out because they knew Cone wasn't going to take off and run, and he's dropping back, and then he has to throw it out of the end zone. If Buckner's in there, at least they have to honor the quarterback run a little bit. It gives them another element to defend. It probably creates a one-on-one somewhere, and our guys are going to win these one-on-ones. Kelly, for a little bit of the first half, was out-coached by a nobody, and it was just the talent was really the difference. Kelly's got to get it together a little bit. Really, he's kind of this game so far, Notre Dame is just more talented than USC. Coaching-wise, Kelly has not really done anything special to give us an advantage. Everything you see tonight is talent. Now, I'm not saying anything like Brian Kelly needs to be on the hot seat or anything like that. I'm just simply saying coaching has not presented an advantage tonight from the head coaching standpoint. Defensively, I think we've done some nice things. I'd like to see a little better play calling there inside the 5 from Tommy Rees, albeit we did try to run it on first down and got stuffed, but I don't like Diggs in the game there. Put Kyron in there. He's physical. He's fast. Let's get a touchdown. Let's get up 14-0. Let's bury these guys early, then put the youngsters in and let them get some time in the second half. It's just the talent. Notre Dame is just better than USC at every position. Now, Kyle goes down early in the game. That sucks. That hurts the defense a little bit. We'll see if hopefully he can come back. I don't want him to rush back. If we don't need him, keep him resting on the sideline. Use him for next week. We got a very high-powered offense coming to town next week. I'll be in South Bend for that game, driving up from North Carolina to actually go watch that game. So I'm very excited about that. But so far, I feel good. I feel like we can come out in the second half and put our foot on their throat. Maybe we can pull away, let some of the younger guys get some playing time. This is Tyler with Loft Sports signing off. Go Irish.